Hello Leute, welcome back to my channel Deutschflicks, where German is taught by none other than Tyrion Lannister himself.
Ich war es nicht. Ich habe Joffrey nicht getötet, aber ich wünschte, ich hätte es getan.
So today we are focusing on Fragewort Welch, which is a question word, which means which. Now you must be thinking why we are discussing this W word separately. Reason being, this W word is interesting. It behaves just like chameleon because it changes its ending based on gender, based on case and number, and it needs a bit more attention than an average W word. So let's break it down nice and easy. Sind Sie bereit? Are you ready? Los geht's. Welch means which, but this Welch can take multiple endings. It can be Welcher, Welches, or Welchem, or Welchen, etc. So before discussing its ending, what we'll do is let's discuss the definite article first, based on gender and case. Okay, so nominative masculine, it is der. Neutral, das. Feminine, die. Plural, die. In accusative case, only masculine gender change. It changes to den. Rest all will be same. Das, die. Now in dative case, der and das, they both change to dem. Feminine D changes to der, plural changes to den, and then we also attach extra N with the noun. Now that we know the definite article table, bestimmte article, what we'll do is based on this, we will make a table for Welch. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll give some ending to Welch with the help of definite article table. So in case of nominative masculine, you can see der, right? So what you'll do with Welch is you'll write Welcher. So I'm taking E and R. Now in case of neutral, we have das. If I write here A and S, pronunciation will be bit weird. Welches. Now, most of the time it happens that the ending starts with E. So instead of A, I'll write E. Now pronunciation, Welches. In case of feminine, we have T. So I'll write E. Welcher. In case of plural as well, it is D. So I'll say Welcher. Now der is getting changed to den. I can pick this ending en. I'll write en. Rest all will be same. Welches, Welcher, Welcher. In case of dative case, we can see der and das, they both change to dem. So we can take this em. So it becomes Welchem, Welchem. Here we have der. It will be Welcher, and here D is getting changed to den plus N. So our Welcher will be changed to Welchen plus N. And we are done. Easy peasy, right? Now that you've made this table, let's take a look at some examples. So I've written some examples in English. What we'll do is we'll try to translate them. First question says, which teacher is nice? So one thing is for sure, I'm gonna use Welch. I'll apply some ending, I don't know as of now. But for sure I know teacher is called lehrer. And lehrer, this is masculine. Okay. Is nice will be ist, net. At the end, question mark. Now lehrer is masculine, right? That means in masculine, I got option Welcher, Welchen, Welchem. One of them will be the answer. But the question is, which case is this? Is this nominative, accusative, or dative? So let's try to identify the case. Here we have the verb sein, and sein is strictly nominative. So that means we'll write Welche. Welche Lehrer ist nett. Next sentence. Okay, by mistake I wrote when here. It should be which. And the sentence is, which pen do you need? So which pen will be Welch. I have to give some ending. Pen is called Stift. Then comes the verb, which is brauchen. Subject, let's take sie. Now again, Stift is masculine. That means answer will be either Welcher, Welchen, Welchem. So we have to identify the case. Is it nominative, accusative, or dative? I can see that brauchen is being conjugated according to sie, which is the subject of the sentence, and subject is always in nominative case. That means this Welch Stift will be the object of the sentence. This is the direct object. And direct object takes which case? Accusative case. Hence we will go with welchen. Welchen Stift brauchen Sie? Also, when you try to answer this question by saying I need his pen. Now, need is being conjugated according to I, which is the subject. Subject is in nominative case. Now, this part becomes the object, direct object, which will come in accusative case. So, if you try to formulate a question out of it, it will be which pen. If this is accusative, this will also be in accusative case. Or vice versa, if question is taking accusative case, the answer will also take accusative case. Okay? So moving on to our next question, which man do you help? So I'll write here Welch, man will be Mann. Do you help? So the verb is helfen, which is irregular verb. So I'll conjugate it according to do. It will be like this. Okay, so Mann is masculine, that we can easily guess. Answer can be either Welcher, Welchen, Welchem. We have to identify the case. Now helfen is strictly dative verb. This is something we learnt by heart. Okay, so that means what happens to der in dative case? It changes to dem. Hence Welch will be changed to Welchem. Welchem Mann hilfst du. In case you are struggling with case system in German, you can watch my video on that. So I've created 2 videos. In first video, I explained nominative and accusative. And in the second video, I explained in detail about dative case. And at last, for which coffee have you paid? Okay. So for which coffee? I'll do the literal translation. For is für, which will be Welch. Coffee will be Kaffee. Then we have you paid. So this is perfect, right? Hast du bezahlt. Now, as you can see, we have für. Remember I told you whatever comes after preposition is prepositional object. Now this part, for which coffee, is prepositional object. This für welch Kaffee, das ist präpositionales Objekt. Okay. Now für is accusative preposition, hence I will give accusative treatment. So Kaffee is der Kaffee. Der changes to what in accusative case? It changes to den. Hence I'll say für welchen Kaffee hast du bezahlt? For which coffee have you paid? Okay, so these were the examples. I hope you understood it. If you still need more practice, then I have one practice exercise for you. Okay, so in order to solve this exercise, you can refer your notes, or for the article, you can use dictionary as well. Pause the video and we'll discuss this after 5 seconds. Okay, Nummer 1. Leuke blank Film möchtest du heute Abend sehen? So it will be, which film would you like to see today evening? I can see that the verb möchten is being conjugated according to do. At the end we have sehen, main verb. So do is the subject of the sentence, right? Do will be in nominative case. That means this part will be the direct object of the sentence, which will come in accusative case. So film is masculine, der answer will be welchen. Welchen Film möchtest du heute Abend sehen? Dann Nummer 2. Mit Leuke Freundin gehst du ins Kino? So it will be, with which friend are you going to cinema? So again, gehen is being conjugated according to do. It will be in nominative case. But here we have mit, which is dative preposition. That means this is my prepositional object. That which will come in dative case because mit is dative preposition and Freundin is D. How does D change in dative case? Der, right? So it will be Welcher. Nummer 3. Leuke Buch liegt auf dem Tisch. So it means which book is lying on the table. Who is conjugating the verb liegen as liegt? This is my prepositional object, auf dem Tisch. Prepositional object can never conjugate a verb. That means that liegen is conjugated by this part itself. That means this is the subject of the sentence. Subject will take nominative case. Buch, it is das, neutral. That means answer will be Welches. That too in nominative case. Nummer 4. Für Leuke Hund kaufst du das Futter? This is easy. Für is accusative preposition. We saw on the previous page. Now Hund is masculine, der Hund. So we'll say für welchen Hund, because der changes to den in accusative case. Now Nummer 5. In Leuke Stadt wohnst du? So it will be, in which city do you live? Wohnen is being conjugated according to do. It will be in nominative case. Now in is Wechsel preposition. Now in case of Wechsel preposition, we follow this golden rule called STMA. Stationary dative, motion accusative. Is there any motion going on when you say in which city do you live? No motion, right? This is stationary. Hence we will give dative treatment, which means original article of Stadt is die Stadt. How does die change in dative case? Der. Answer will be Welche. Dann Nummer 6. Leuke Lehrer erklärt die Grammatik. So it will be, which teacher explains the grammar? Again, this is easy. Erklären, explain, is being conjugated according to this part only. So this entire part is actually nominative, right? Nominative is equal to subject. Article of Lehrer, teacher is masculine, right? Hence answer will be Welche. Welcher Lehrer erklärt die Grammatik? Nummer 7. Okay, we have zu. You should know that zu is dative preposition. Now Arzt is der Arzt, masculine. How does der change in dative case? Dem. So our Welch will be changed to Welchem. Zu welchem Arzt gehst du heute? To which doctor are you going today? Nummer 8. Welche Farben gefallen dir? Now, who is conjugating the verb gefallen? It is this part. Right? This is the subject of the sentence. Subject is in nominative case. And Farben, this is plural. Okay? D plural. Okay? So it will be Welcher. Welche Farben gefallen dir? Which colors please you? Nummer 9, we have mit, which is dative preposition. Original article of schuhen. Okay, this is plural. Now, how does D plural change in dative case? Den plus N, right? So it will be mit welchen. I have to attach extra N with the noun, but there's no need. There's already N present over here. So why making it double N? Doesn't make sense. Mit welchen Schuhen gehst du joggen is the answer. With which shoes do you go for jogging? Nummer 10, welche Tasse ist deine? So it will be which cup is yours? So this is the case of nominative. This part is the subject of the sentence, which is in nominative case. Article of Tasse is die Tasse. So answer will be Welche. I hope this wasn't that difficult. Now maybe you can let me know your score out of 10 in the comment section. And that's it. You survived Welsh with all its moods and endings. If you learned something new today, hit that like button and subscribe to Deutschflicks for grammar that finally feels doable. Until then, stay curious and consistent throughout. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Tschüss.
Like and subscribe.